everybody! I'm here today to tell you that most drivers don't do this before changing lanes. That's right, I will be telling you something that most drivers simply do not do before changing lanes, but they should do this thing, and it is actually a group of things, and I like to call this thing the safety procedures for changing lanes. Now let me explain it to you so that hopefully you don't make the same mistake that unfortunately most drivers make, and hopefully you can be a safer driver on the road and a more effective driver on the road because you know this in your driving mind. Let's get right into the video. So what should you do before changing lanes? And then I'll tell you what most drivers don't do, okay? So here is the correct procedure, at least according to me, for changing lanes. You are going to signal right or left, okay? You are going to then check your rear view mirror. Then you're going to check your side mirror, right or left, depending on which way you're switching. Then you're going to check your side blind spot, right or left, depending on which way you're switching. In addition to all of those things, you're going to make sure that it's legal to change lanes, aka you see the dotted line that you need to see for changing lanes, okay? You're going to make sure that it's safe to change lanes, aka you could see far down the lane, you got a good sight, you're not changing lanes behind like a huge truck really close behind it where you can't see, and you're also going to steer properly and maintain your speed while changing lanes. Don't accelerate, really, don't brake, really. You're going to maintain your speed. Now, all of those things together are the safety procedures for changing lanes. Now, here's the thing. The vast majority of drivers do not do at least one thing on that list. Meaning they might signal, they might check their rear view mirror and their side mirror, but they don't check their blind spot. Or they do all of the right checks, but they're not humble enough to signal. You know, all of a sudden they're arrogant and they think they don't need to signal. Okay, or they do all of the right safety checks, but they just don't know how to drive properly. You know, they change lanes way too slowly, they change lanes too aggressively, they brake while they change lanes, or they do everything right, but they don't see properly. So they do all of the right things, except they don't have the right vision, and then they almost get into an accident, which causes them to have to slam on the brakes or swerve. And unfortunately, the vast majority of drivers do miss at least one thing on this list. And that's why they don't do this before changing lanes. They don't do all of the correct safety procedures before changing lanes. And I say this as if it's one thing, because even if you get 99% of them right, even if you do everything except for one small thing, well, guess what? That one small thing might make you get into an accident. And they are all unbelievably important. They all hold a crucial and critical role in the lane changing procedure. And that's why I classify them as one group of things. If you miss one of them, well, that means you did not change lanes safely or properly or effectively. It's literally that crucial. And yes, I'm an easygoing person, but when it comes to safety while driving, I am so critical because every one of those things is unbelievably important. So with that being said, unfortunately, most drivers, the vast majority of drivers, do not do this before changing lanes. They do not do all of the safety procedures in that grouping of things that I mentioned. And unfortunately, it causes accidents, it causes near accidents, it causes other frustrated drivers, it causes horn honking, it causes tickets, you know, driving tickets, it causes so many things. So the moral of this story, the moral of this video is to do all of those things that I mentioned. And if you can think of anything else that you should do while changing lanes to do so safely, drop a comment below so we can all have this big grouping of things that we have to do and keep in mind in order to actually change lanes safely. And that's it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.